Hi guys, this is Wanderingscxvenger on Tumblr, and this is my Q&A video for over 100 followers now. Last time I checked, before I left the house today, I had 117, I think, which is amazing. I mean, all of you are fantastic. I love you all, and I mean, you don't understand what it means to me that so many people like my writing, and it's not all about the followers, it's about having fun. But at the same time, it's like super amazing that all of you follow and send me all these nice comments, and it'll just make me really happy, especially because I'm severely shy. I mean, the fact that I'm even able to do this video is amazing. But okay, anyway, let's not drag this out. Let's get started. I wrote these all down to make it a little bit easier on me, because I have to have everything organized. It's just how I am. The first question: what made you choose Ray as a muse? Well, okay, that's a good question. It's not necessarily that, I mean, everybody thinks that it's because, Ray is popular, she's the main girl in the movie, she's a badass, all that other stuff, and it's true, she is, but I don't know, I connect with Ray on a level of so many things, actually. I mean, if I got too into it, we'd get kind of into depressing levels of loneliness, and I understand her confliction with some things, and it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I love Ray. She's an amazing character. Whoever thought her up clearly has a very good imagination, because she's very well thought out. She's really cool. She's definitely a good role model for like the girls of this generation. It's really cool to see such a badass in like Star Wars or something, that girls can look up to, instead of, they have to like all the guy characters because there's no girls for them to look up to. But thank you, that was a good question. Second one is, what mistake are you most worried about the filmmakers or the film creators making in the next movie? And that's a good question, but at the same time, I mean, I'm not the creator, and I really try to be a judgmental person. So something like that is a little awkward for me sometimes, I guess, because you don't want to offend anybody, but at the same time, you do have your opinions. So I mean, I guess the mistake I'm most worried about them making is making everything predictable. And when I say predictable, I mean J.J. Abrams is known for making things very unpredictable, because he himself hates when you can figure out something like that. And so the mistake I think that they could make is something like Rey as Luke's daughter, because I feel like that's incredibly predictable, and that everybody would think that that's the truth. I expect that J.J. Abrams is going to blow our mind, it's going to have nothing to do with it, and we're all just going to be like, ah. But, I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, as far as Star Wars goes, I was worried when Disney took over, because I've been a Star Wars fan since I was really little. And so the fact that Disney was taking over it wasn't George Lucas anymore, it worried me. But I'm really glad that they came out with something like The Force Awakens, because they did a really good job. And I'm really sorry I'm so out of breath, because I'm a little anxious. This is really hard for me. Let's move on. Was there a part in The Force Awakens that you despised or didn't like? If so, what? I would have to say there wasn't anything I particularly disliked or despised, but if I had to make one complaint, it's what they did to Luke's character. The way I've always seen Luke, growing up in the Star Wars fan base, community, whatever else, when I saw the movies as a kid, Luke was the big hero. Luke was, he struggled with his dark side as much as he did everything else. And that was cool. It made him a good character. I don't particularly like that they basically said, oh, well, one bad thing happened to Luke and his, Jedi Padawan or whatever, so he's gonna go run off and, hey, good luck, world, with the Sith I just leashed upon all of you. Have fun dealing with it, because I'm just gonna go meditate. But, I mean, other than that, I really liked the movie. I really enjoyed it. I liked all the new characters. I liked the, I definitely think the First Order I like more than the Empire, or whatever it is. So they're a little Nazi-ish for my taste, but what are you gonna do? When did you first start role-playing, and what verse did you start out with? And I'm assuming by verse you mean fandom. So when I first started role-playing, granted, I'm 23 years old right now. I know I don't look it. Go ahead, tell me I look like a little kid, it's fine. And I'm engaged. But let me see. I first started role-playing when I was 12 or 13. I don't remember which one, in all honesty. It's been so long. And I started out in the Naruto verse, actually. I role-played Haruno Sakura. For all of you people who don't really like the Japanese Sakura, Haruno, whichever way you say it, it's her name. But I started out doing that. And then I moved into the Harry Potter fandom. I moved into the Bleach fandom, moved back into the Naruto, back into the Harry Potter, and then eventually came to Star Wars. And this is actually my first time in the Star Wars community, and I have to say that it's probably my favorite. It's definitely the most accepting, and has the nicest fan base. I mean, I left Naruto and some of the other ones because, whoa, I mean, I don't want to say anything mean, but there's a lot of people in those fan base that just, you really shouldn't speak to other human beings like that. You really just shouldn't. It's so wrong. But thank you for that question. It's been a long time, actually. Okay, knew I was gonna get this one. When it comes to my OTP, besides Reylo, of course, what are my favorites? Now, I like Reylo, obviously. I mean, it's all over my blog. It's all I talk about. I'm a little obsessive, I know. But people think that because I like Reylo, that I don't like anything else. And let me tell you right now, that's not true. I am multi-ship with just about everything I do. And this one is no different. I like Rey with Kylo Ren, Ben Solo. I also like her with Finn. And, I mean, her and Finn is cute. It's very fluffy. And I like it. I think it has potential. But it's too predictable. And so I don't feel like Abrams is going to go in that direction. Or that, we've also been hearing a lot of rumors about how Star Wars is just going to, turn into this really weird, like, we've never seen anything like this before. And I'm really excited about that personally. But, yeah, I definitely like Rey and Finn. And, normally the gay pairings are not really my thing. Not because I don't like gay people or I don't accept them or anything, but just I don't see a lot of, I guess, the quote-unquote sexual tension that people talk about with some things, but I love Storm Pilot. Okay, Finn and Poe, there was so much gay there. I mean, even the actors themselves said, yeah, no, they're gay. So yeah, if I had to have an OTP besides Reylo, it would be Storm Pilot. What do you think of the pairings like Poe and Finn or Finn and Rey? I actually totally just answered that, so I'm gonna skip that one. In your opinion, is Rey linked to the Skywalker family? I also kind of addressed this a little bit earlier. No, I don't think Rey is going to be related to the Skywalkers. I feel like, specifically, one of the biggest clues for me was Maz. Because, Rey had that vision when she touched the lightsaber or whatever, and it flipped her out, and Maz was telling her, the lightsaber's calling to you. It was Luke's, it was his father's before him, now it's yours. Well, we all automatically assume, so is she like his daughter or something? But I don't feel like someone like Maz would keep that from her. I feel like she's telling her when she says, to look forward instead of back, that she's telling her to look towards the future, and that doesn't include Luke and, all that other stuff. And I mean, it probably doesn't make sense, and, I don't care. It's just a theory. We'll find out in 2017 when they release the new movie, but that's just my personal opinion of it. Sorry if I upset anybody or anything, but no, I don't think she's gonna be part of the Skywalker family. Do you think Rey could fall to the dark side in the next movies? Okay, let me scream about how much that I would love that, okay? That would be super interesting. Would definitely be something that they've not done before. I mean, Mark Hamill talked about how he even thought that Luke in the movies should have gone to the dark side, and he pitched it to them, but they told him no. And it just feels like it would have made more sense. And originally that's what they planned to do. Are they going to do that with Rey? I have no idea. I would love it. I would absolutely flipping adore it because it would be so different. Like, I don't even know. You don't want to get me started on this subject. I could do an entire video on that alone. So, while I do think it's possible, I'm also not holding my breath because I tend to get myself overworked about stuff like that, and then it doesn't happen, and I'm all kinds of sad and disappointed. Okay. Do you have any partners that you love threading with? And do I have any favorite threads? Okay. I love all of you. I want to reiterate that I love all of my threads. I love all the people I roleplay with. Okay, you're all super amazing and sweet. I talk to you out of character a lot. And y'all are a bunch of little cupcakes, okay? You're so sweet. I do have favorite threads, okay? I'm a human being. It does happen. We all have our favorites. I would have to say I really enjoy my threads, particularly with Conflicted, with the Ragged Saber, and I actually just started roleplaying with Traitorous last night, but I don't know, our threads are so, like, they're angsty, and they're full of, like, all these crazy feelings, and I love them so much. I am such an angst whore, okay? I love angst. I can do fluff, but it's not my specialty. So I really like anything that gets me all angsty and feelsy and just, oh my god, if you could make me cry with your post, then I love you. And I also, Don't Call Me Solo. We, in a verse that we have called Chosen Daughter, he's Rey's basically adopted father. He's decided that he's going to adopt her and she's going to be his little child, and it gives me so many little father-daughter shippy feels, and yeah, so I do have favorite threads, and I do have particular people that I enjoy talking to. So, not to offend anybody out there, but it just, some people are on more, some people I talk to more, some people I just connect to more. And, okay, if I could have a real or a fictional pet, whatever it was, what would I have? And I'm definitely going to say a dragon. Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, anything, Aragon, just, woo, I love dragons, okay? I could go on and on and on forever about how much I love dragons, but it would definitely be the fictional pet that I would have if I could, little thing that sits around your house, and I would probably have to deal with it breathing fire a lot or messing up my things, but, I'd handle it if I could have a dragon. So, I have a cat, and he's a lazy little dragon. He hoards his toys, and I call him Smog sometimes because he just kind of sits on them and hoards them. But yeah, that I think that's about it. Yeah, okay. Well, I appreciate you guys sending your questions in. As always, y'all are amazing. I love all of you. I know I've said that 50 million times in this video, but I cannot stress enough how important all of you are to me. And thank you so much for everybody that continues to follow me. Thank you for all the kind messages and all of your sweet little selves being on every day to, tell me about your days, or, what you're doing and all that. I really enjoy it. So thank y'all, and I'll see you back on Tumblr.